Hmm. 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 Every
But
every
even this
Batman villain.
expanded conspiracy theory feels incomplete as you examine the evidence more carefully. The League of Assassins operated with surgical precision, carefully planning each intervention to achieve specific outcomes. The transformations in Gotham show a level of complexity and interconnection that suggests something even more sophisticated than Ra's al Ghul's ancient organization. Dr. Arkham pulls out a map of Gotham that's covered with colored pins, marking the locations where various villain transformations occurred. The pattern that emerges isn't random or even strategically planned. Instead, the locations form geometric patterns that correspond to ley lines and energy fields that some researchers believe influence human behavior and consciousness. This is where most investigators give up, Dr. Arkham explains, pointing to the complex web of connections between locations, dates, and transformation events. The evidence suggests coordination on a scale that goes beyond any single organization or conspiracy. It implies planning that spans not just years or decades, but centuries. The uncomfortable truth beginning to emerge is that these transformations weren't accidents, business failures, or even targeted attacks by criminal organizations. They appear to be carefully orchestrated events designed to create specific types of chaos that serve a purpose none of the participants understand. Each villain was selected, prepared, and triggered to fulfill a role in a larger design that treats human lives as expendable components in some vast machine. But who or what could orchestrate something this complex? And why would they choose Gotham as the focal point for this systematic creation of costumed criminals? The answers to these questions lie buried deeper in the archives, in files that deal with Gotham's history, long before Batman appeared to give these villains a worthy adversary. As midnight approaches and the asylum grows quieter around you, Dr. Arkham prepares to reveal evidence that will shatter even this expanded understanding of Gotham's criminal transformations. The truth is far stranger and more disturbing than simple corporate conspiracies or even ancient secret societies. It involves forces that have been shaping human destiny since before recorded history, and Gotham City is just their latest experiment in the systematic cultivation of chaos. Dr. Arkham guides you into the restricted section of the archives, where files dating back to Gotham's founding are stored in climate-controlled cases. The atmosphere here feels different, heavier somehow, as if the weight of centuries presses down upon these forgotten documents. Here lie the stories of villains whose transformations required not just personal trauma, but encounters with forces that exist outside normal human experience. Jervis Tetch's transformation into the Mad Hatter represents one of the most psychologically complex cases in Gotham's criminal history. Born in 1963 to British immigrants who settled in Gotham's literature district, Jervis displayed an obsession with Lewis Carroll's Alice stories from early childhood. His parents, both professors at Gotham University's English department, initially encouraged what they saw as a sophisticated literary interest. But Jervis's fascination went far beyond normal childhood fixation. He memorized every word of both Alice booked by age 7 and began incorporating their themes into his daily life with disturbing intensity. His doctoral dissertation in neuroscience focused on cognitive manipulation through narrative suggestion, exploring how storytelling could be used to alter brain chemistry and behavior patterns. The transformation began when Jervis met Alice, Essence, a young woman whose name seemed like destiny to his obsessed mind. She worked as a research assistant in his laboratory, helping him develop what he claimed were therapeutic hypnosis techniques for treating childhood trauma. Alice trusted Jervis completely, viewing him as a brilliant but harmless professor whose eccentric interests made him endearing rather than dangerous. Jervis's mind control technology evolved
Oh my
from
God!
medicinal research into
Here comes
neuroplasticity
the
and
manimals.
behavioral modification. His early experiments involved using electromagnetic fields to stimulate specific brain regions while subjects listened to carefully crafted audio narratives. The goal was to help patients overcome phobias or traumatic memories by replacing them with positive associations. But Jervis's true purpose was always to recreate the Alice stories in reality, with himself as the controlling narrator and Alice present as the unwilling protagonist. His mind control devices became increasingly sophisticated, utilizing subliminal audio frequencies, pheromone release systems, and even experimental neural implants that could override conscious thought processes. The tragedy reached its climax when Alice discovered the true nature of Jervis's experiments. She had been serving as his primary test subject for months without realizing it. Her memories altered and her behavior modified to match his fantasy of the perfect Alice. When she